Hey guys, this is Moriarty,
And Crypto Spook.
and today we're playing Transmissions Element 120. So this is another Valve Source 2 game. It suffers from the exact same problem that all of these games have, which is way too long of an introduction. I figured it out, by the way. All of these games are trying to recreate the incredible tram ride from Half-Life. They're trying to recreate that, and they think that by instituting this incredibly long introduction, they're going to, in some way, make us go, oh, okay, it's Half-Life. This is how a Half-Life game is supposed to start. And that super annoying to me.
I know this is going to be unpopular, but I didn't particularly like the tram ride that much. Like, it was neat, but it wasn't integral to the game, in my opinion.
I would disagree. I would say it is integral in Half-Life because it sets up Half-Life, but this isn't Half-Life. The game itself is by no means a bad game. It's a zombie-ish game, and it does it really, really cool. It does it a very, very cool way, and I actually enjoyed it quite a bit.
So at what point do you become a certified Meineke transmission repair guy?
Because it's called Transmissions.
Yeah,
So this is you being witty.
that was not witty. That's a very simple question, and I think it deserves a simple answer, sir.
This is your witty, eh?
So what you're saying is it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen, no.
Well, thank God that you haven't played it for more than 2 hours, so we can return it on Steam or whatever.
Actually, I think it's free.
Oh, well. I guess I won't complain then.
It's not a bad game, and it's actually pretty fun. I appreciate that they give you a pistol right away. I don't like any game that makes me go, oh, I have to run around
Melee
with this
everything
melee
to
weapon
death.
for the next 6 years.
Especially when you're fighting zombies.
Right?
Like,
And
that
you
guy
fight,
is ridiculously hard to kill, apparently.
you fight so many zombies in this game. It definitely has the zombie apocalypse-y feel down pretty well.
Okay, alright. You're gonna go for a ride. I think you should take fall damage from that, but that's just me.
That wouldn't make any sense. Why would you take fall damage?
I guess you are in water.
Not only that, but it's Half-Life. What's wrong with you? Fall damage. Anyways, so the whole thing, you're playing, I don't know, some dude in some place, and there's something happening that happens to have zombies
FEMA.
everywhere.
Clearly FEMA.
Yeah, maybe FEMA, CDC, something like that. Who knows?
Oh man, that thing's messing you up.
That's why you just pick it up and throw it away.
That makes sense. I don't know how keen I would be about sprinting through a hail of bullets.
And one of the things I did enjoy is that this introduces new head crabs. Look,
Yeah, I was
there's
looking
black
at
head
that.
crabs.
I'm like, what the heck?
I don't know what they do. I have no idea. Like, I never figured that part out. But they did introduce new head crabs.
They do scream. That one's screaming at you.
They scream. Screaming head crabs. That's exactly what we needed.
Oh, what does that say?
They can't see in the dark either.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yes.
That's a good tip.
Yes. That being said, I'm not the guy who's not going to turn on my light. Like, and I don't like that kind of a choice where it's like, okay, which way am I going to go? I want you to clearly show me which way I'm supposed to go so that I can not
there
go
are
that way.
Half-Life symbols, so
Yeah, but
I
I
would just
want
follow
you to.
those.
I want you to show me the way I'm supposed to go so I can not go that way. You know?
Oh, terrible!
I
It's
don't
terrible.
know. I don't know if there's actually any way to get past them other than running at them full bore.
Probably not so much. What is with this random radiation spots near you?
Not sure. I think it's the barrels.
Okay. That was kind of cool. I liked that. Yeah, you've told us twice now, video game. I appreciate the heads up, though. Oh, the cameras can't see in the dark. But he can. They're impervious to it quite clearly.
Yeah, right? And here's the worst. You shine the light down that way and it shoots you!
Excellent. Oh, that's a lot of zombies.
Right? Now, I don't know what these link to, but I'm going to find out.
QR
Eh,
codes.
Yeah, they're QR. I don't know what they link to. I'm going to find out, and then what I'm going to do is
Z
I'm...
to zoom and decode.
Huh?
It said Z to zoom and decode.
Really?
Yeah. There was
Well,
a
I
little
never did.
prompt that popped up.
I did not pay any attention to that. So I guess I'm not going to go ahead and decode that.
Well, now you know.
And now we know. There's actually a lot of these QR codes throughout this. I just assumed it was advertising for the company that did it.
It probably is.
Well, it makes sense to me, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's very, very much so. I have a hard time discerning these from being actual Half-Life themselves because I didn't actually play that much of Half-Life 2. I'm just kidding. Of course I did.
Of
But
course you
it
did.
is hard to tell exactly what's going on with these things. Like, I guess you just opened a gate?
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Open the gate. And then I turned back on the light so that the next guy, he'll be able to see and not walk into a bunch of zombies.
Hey, can we pause real quick?
Yeah.
All right, pause. I think my pizza's here. I'll be right back. All right, and play on 3?
No.
No.
I don't know what time code you're at.
7:18.
Okay. 7:18. And you want to play when?
On 3.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so I see that they have stencils for all of the QR codes, which you ignored completely.
Completely. Again, I just assumed that they were, advertising for the game. Now I feel really bad. I tried to load them up on my phone, and it didn't actually.
Oh
actually show
no!
anything.
You just destroyed somebody's TV.
Well, yeah, it's plugged in, making noise in the zombie apocalypse. It should go away.
I guess that's a good point. Free boots
Yeah. So
and a
it's
jump puzzle.
Well, yeah. It's Half-Life, right? There's always going to be that.
Guess there's not really a lot of options.
No. This is the game that introduced the jump crouch.
That's
So
true.
there's not really a whole lot that you can do without it. That being said, it's a zombie game, which is an interesting take.
I can say that. I mean, weren't most of them zombie games?
No, Half-Life was
Ow!
never.
And you were flashbanged by hitting your face.
Well, yeah. Have you not ever hit your face and seen stars? That being said, there's cool stuff in it. Look, Portal. It's GLaDOS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
The
Once
developers, I presume, JT and Mike.
yeah, you would think so, right?
Yeah.
But it's all about this cool new feature that they do, which is essentially rocket jumping,
That's pretty cool.
right? And you just shoot it to the ground.
Ow. Did that hurt you or no? No, didn't at all.
Nope. It is remarkably impossible to get in there, but you'll notice that these guys must have sucked if they only hit those points.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Oh, you were trying to get up there. I see what you mean.
It's obviously the way you're supposed to go, right?
Yeah, that's the exact way I would have gone.
But, like, I can't get myself up there.
Because you literally can't get up there, right?
Like, you can. It's the way you're supposed to go. But I can't do it! It's very annoying. Very, very annoying. So one of the things that I did decide to do in this game is I decided to take a friend with me.
A friend?
Yeah, I decided that I was going to do an achievement from a different game in this game.
Okay. Is that a gnome?
It is a gnome. And you might recall that there is an achievement for taking the gnome through the entire game of Left 4 Dead.
I'm not much of an achievement hunter, I'll just say that.
I noticed that you're bad at things, so I just assume that you don't know how to do anything, and, yeah. But the point is that I have decided, at this point, I'm going to take this troll gnome thing, garden lawn gnome,
All the way back to the beginning of the game?
through the entire game with me. It's going to sit with me at all times.
After you try and shove him into the vent.
Well, I'm going to use him to probe defenses and figure things out. And again, there is an achievement. It's kind of iconic to take it through the entire game of Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. And if you can't do that in this game, you know, well, that would be bad.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right?
So what you're saying is you immediately lost him.
No, he stayed with me up until the moment that I died. And then he wasn't there anymore.
I feel like you're not going to get this guy up there. How many times exactly do you attempt this? Would you say 30, 50?
I'm going to say 15.
He's almost going through the bars. Oh,
Boom.
hey, he made it! So what did you name him?
David, of course. What else do you name a gnome?
Oh, you can double jump.
Sort of. Yeah, you're linked off of power, which interestingly enough doesn't seem to be the same power that your flashlight is off of, so that kind of bothered me a little bit.
Yeah, that's weird.
But it's a zombie game.
It is
So what do
a
you think,
zombie
Crypto?
game. I don't think I would be that interested in playing it, based on just what I'm seeing here. Maybe that's just me. Doesn't really seem like it's my cup of tea. Hey, you made it! Thank goodness. Oh, finally some better guns. The only realistically useful gun during a zombie apocalypse besides a katana. Oh, that's not good. You decided not to go get them.
Well, they're obviously not turned on, dude.
They look like they were. They were just pointed at the wall.
I kind of wanted to open the door, to be honest. But, expecting, you know, a zombie crush, I didn't do that, and I feel bad about it.
Yeah, you should open that door.
I will never open the door. It's not something that's ever going to happen now. It's kind of sad, right? Like,
Yeah.
don't you want to know what's in that door now?
Were those guys with flashlights? You can't leave the gnome behind. Oh, and these are the combine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I would say that graphically the game looks as good as all Source 2 games do. But it's probably not something that I would be terribly interested in playing myself.
Not even for free.
Maybe for free. I mean, I don't think it's terribly free. Don't you have to have Half-Life 2 already to play it?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think so.
I would be very surprised if you didn't.
Well, who doesn't have Half-Life 2?
I don't know. People?
I feel like they practically give it to you when you get Steam.
Yeah, that should be free, shouldn't it?
Right? That or Counter-Strike, since Counter-Strike is literally the reason why we have Steam now.
Yeah.
Right? Anyways, so there you go. Transmission Element 120. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it.
Until the next one.